Right, today or tonight is June 22, 2022. So it's 22 pattern day. It is actually 9 p.m. in the evening here in the Philippines. And how are you? We have not been doing live streaming for quite some time. So this is actually our latest live stream. And I think we had the last LS um, in March. Am I correct? So for this particular LS or live stream, let's talk about my new blade carry prospect. So what's my new blade carry prospect? By the way, I'm Jason. Jason here for the Hagbayon channel. Okay, Buddha Joyce, Yahoo, SKF, and Marie's TV here. So thanks for dropping by. Um, yeah, there. I'm Jason for yeah, thanks Buddha Joyce for the Hagbayon channel, and this is a small channel devoted to uh, current events, literature, rock music, martial arts, blade sculpture, the outdoors, and my hobbies, prepping, survivalism, and what not. So now let's go back to my new blade carry prospect. Uh, our latest content here is on shamanism. Uh, Shamanism is mainly related to healing practices, particularly in the provinces here in the Philippines. Um, More so, as I said, more so in the more rural setting here in the Philippines. And uh, timely enough, we're gonna be talking about my new blade carry prospect because I've been staying. Okay, I've been staying in some rural areas for the past days. You know, tending to our farm business. Uh, while I was there, Marcos and Duterte, okay, won by a huge margin over Leni Robredo. As you know, I'm from Bicol, but Marcos and the Duterte Marcos tandem actually won by a huge margin over the Robredo Panghilinan tandem. Um, Also, Russia and Ukraine is still at it, still going at it, still having their conflict back there in Eastern Europe. And as if it's not enough, China, threatens Taiwan. And recently, Japan shows its military might. The Japan is the fifth military power in the world. And recently, Japan showed off, somehow nagpakitang gilas. Japan showed off its military prowess, being that it's the fifth military power in the world. So, what could that mean? Mhm. So, we have to be ready for it. What else? There's also the predicted food shortage coming. Okay, according to our friends in the prepper community, uh, there will be a food shortage in the coming days, particularly by the end of 2020. So what do we do? Normally, we can expect that even if you actually have money, you can't buy anything when that happens. Having money won't be the solution because even if you have a legal tender, What if the groceries are closed? What if there's nothing you can buy at the supermarket or at the public market? So, as we always say, it's always better to be ready for it and actually have your own food, grow your own food, farm, grow your own food. And related to it, I've been going around the farms and actually started a moto vlog. Agbayon is now actually a kind of a moto vlog as well. I'll be coming up with videos um, featuring my adventures, you know, with my motorcycle. As you know, I'm a hiker. I'm also a cyclist and a motorcycle rider or an MC rider. Um, well, let's talk about by the way, my helmet. First, this is my helmet as related to my motovlog. This is actually a spider helmet. I use this in going around the farms, and we'll be talking about my new blade prospect. But then, how do I get to the farms? I use my motorcycle, and my usually I just hike. But where I am now would require that I use my motorcycle. This is a spider helmet, dual sport. So far, so good. The thing with it is, it's quite noisy when you go fast because there are openings, ventilation. There are vents in this helmet, so it's quite noisy when you go fast. Although I really don't go fast that much. I'm a very, very defensive driver. What else? The visor is quite dark, and I usually just leave it open because, as I said, the visor is quite dark, but it's okay during the day, but during the night, not really. So that's my issue. Well, there's another visor inside when it gets really, really bright. And so far, so good. This is really great. Um, it's snug fit, you know. I better try it on again. hmm Yeah, it's snug fit. So that's it. So in a ride, I actually have my riding gloves here. My armor is over there, but I don't have it with me. But you've seen it before. You've seen my armor before because I already featured it here. So there, that's how I go around. I usually just hike when my destination can be reached via hiking. I just hike. But if hiking is not a good prospect, I use the bicycle since I am a cyclist. But then, if in my view the location was really far and would require a motor vehicle, then I use a motor vehicle. So there, that's how I go around and doing the rounds in the farm. I noticed that maybe I should give my blade carry some rest. I've been using this, for a while, and I really love this. But maybe I could use my other blades as well. This is sharp, but well used. That is why the the blade is quite dirty, requires polishing. But then, since I use it every day, I don't think I would polish it anytime soon. The thing with it is, well, it's quite heavy. Although it's really heavy duty, it's quite heavy. It's tough to carry. Um, but then it can work as a fighting blade as well. It can double as a fighting blade. So that's why I like it. When I go to the mountains and when I go to our farms. This is a Minasbad Sinaluyot profile. Bicol blade. So as you know, my content is related to blade culture and Filipino martial arts. So there, this one I might give this some rest for a while, and because of that, I'm gonna be showing my other blade prospect. This is my other blade prospect. This is something that I want to carry as well. It's better to have options. This is well made as well. This is really well made. And if you want to learn more about Bicol blade culture, particularly Camarines Sur blade culture, you might want to check my older videos on the topic. I discussed a lot of features, a lot of topics related to Bicol blade culture. This is actually a sinampalok, somewhat a reverse of the ginunting. If it's a ginunting, it would look like this. Okay, but since this is a sinampalok, it's in reverse. It's the reverse of the ginunting. But when we talk of the ginunting in the Visayas, this is their ginunting. But here in Bicol, we call it sinampalok. It's really sharp, really heavy duty, really long. When you are doing farm work. And although I just oversee, I have people working on the farm, and I'm just sort of, I am the leader of the pack, the team leader, so to speak. So I have workers, but then again, I also work in the farm. I noticed that it's really beneficial to have a really, really long blade when you are in the farm, not a short one. But if you're gonna do bushcraft, then have a short blade, short knife. But if you're gonna be working in the farm, you'll be needing a longer blade. So this one is quite nice. I haven't cleaned this up really. I've used this already, but I think I will not clean this anymore because I'll be bringing this to the farm. This is really sharp already. Sinampalok, a really nice blade prospect, blade carry prospect. All right, there was an interruption, an internet interruption. So as I was saying, this is another blade prospect of mine. This is quite a looker, really attractive because this is actually a premium blade. This is a Sinagangan Minasbad, and with bronze handguard, could double as fighting blade, Cimarron Fighting Arts blade, and with fighting guard. The woodwork is Maravical. So if you unsheath it, it has round tip. Again, if you wanna learn more about Bicol blade culture, the various profiles, you might wanna check my previous episodes on the topic. So, particularly if you wanna learn more about the various hilt designs, hilt carvings. This one I really don't use. This is something I just keep here in the house. And although I have, I think, three more of this. This one I really like. It's light, heavy duty. For the Joyce, you're still here. Thank you. Heavy duty and it's, you'll be working in the farm in style. So, by the way, this live stream will be uploaded as a content for my channel as well. So you can maybe you can appreciate the labor or the carving or or the inscriptions here. This is a cimarron blade. Could really help me when I'm clearing vegetation or when I am cutting wood. Well, when I go to the farm, I usually wake up really early, 4 a.m. in the morning or even 3 a.m. And then um, it depends upon the farm where I'll be going because our farms are in various locations. So some farms can be accessed just by hiking or long distance walking. Some farms can be accessed by cycling. Some farms by motor vehicle or even motorcycle. I'll be featuring my as my part of my content some of the activities that we do in the farm, just so I could also bring out to the world some information about farming. Although there are content creators that are way better when it comes to putting out farming content. But then I'll have my share because it's part of my lifestyle. As I was saying, I would wake up really early and go to the farm by hiking, long distance walking, cycling, or even by using the motorcycle or by using motor vehicle. And when it is coco land, then I oversee my people. First harvesting the coconut, and second in using the palau or you know removing the coconut husks, and then third I would also help and oversee when they open up the coconut, when they crack it open, and then when they make the traditional hagunan, or it's called a hagunan, a traditional type of structure in processing copra or producing copra. Soon, my content on the matter will be published here on Agbayon channel. I have lots of them lined up, scheduled. So there, that's how we do it. And then later on, we'll be uh, in the farm after we process the copras. It's usually overnight. So I also camp, do overnight camping when that happens. And then the next day would be put the copras in sacks and then bring them to the comprador. And soon enough, I'll be doing the comprada myself. I'll be, buying and selling copra myself. I'm just, waiting for the proper vehicle to use. That's how we do it. So how are you, and how do you also farm? Do you also you know plant? Kindly comment down below. So there. What else? It so happened that our family farms have actually some kind of historical and um, travel value, tourism value, because they happen to have some, natural water source, waterfalls. So I'll be featuring them here as well in the future. The waterfalls. One is actually a virgin waterfalls because really people don't go there except perhaps us. Just discovered it last time, and well, lots of friends just want to visit it now. There's a member of the Filipino survivalist group who wants to visit the place, and um, I hope it happens anytime soon. And I know it will be really, really fun. So I hope it happens. All right, what do you think? Blade Prospect, which one? Which one should I still carry this one? This one is really for the chief. Pura Joyce. Wow, can't wait for the waterfalls to be featured. Oh, same here. I also want to feature it ASAP or ASAP. But then, well, we have lots of contents lined up. This is not really a big channel, not a big channel with so many subscribers, so many viewers. But you know what? If it's fun, you'll do it, right? And YouTube is here for everyone, so why not take advantage of it? And if you have something to show, something to say, something to share, and some insights, philosophy, etc., to share to the world, why not? According to my good friend Tony Israel Ka Anton, ang mahalaga ay ang nasasabi mo ang iyong saloobin at kaisipan. Mabuti kung maraming views, but it's not really the intention, according to him. Not really the primary intention of coming up with a channel. All right, this all for now. This I've not been doing LS for quite some time, and I hope to do it more often, starting tonight. So hope you're doing well. It's really rainy right now. One day, 10K to 1 million subscriber, Sir Host. I hope the same thing would also happen to your channel, my friend. Good luck po. Magandang gabi. Hi, Sir Pugay. Albert Nota. Hi there, Albert. So there, as for my blade prospect, as we said, latest content is on shamanism. You see, in rural areas, culture, psyche of people still delves upon the spirit world. Shamans, they're actually the intermediary. You know, they're believed to be the intermediary between heavens, earth, and the underworld. So that's their function as per culture. Um, as I said, more so in rural setting, and we've been talking about farming and rural setting. And as we said, while I've been away, lots of things actually happened. The Marcos Duterte tandem won by a huge margin against uh, the Robredo Pangilinan tandem. Russia and Ukraine is still at it, still having their conflict, sadly. China somewhat threatening Taiwan, or vice versa. Um, so much that Japan has showed its military force recently, according to a news article that I came across. Knowing fully well that Japan is the fifth military might in the world, and also it is being predicted that there will be some kind of a food shortage this year, particularly by the end of the year. So, as we said, it's really great to grow your own food and not rely on the legal tender, because if that happens, if there's food shortage, there might be you know nothing we can buy in the supermarket. So still doing business, etc. So I'm also thinking of replacing my blade carry, as I shared earlier, my prospects and my options for my farm business. So there, Jason here for the Hagbayon channel and TMS Talks. Thanks for joining me, and more power to you, to your own channels. I hope to visit your channels soon. Thanks for watching. Remember, the pen is mightier with a sword.